Hey everybody, it's old Chaplain V. Today we're going to be looking at step number 2. We came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. Well, of course, we've touched on sanity in the previous step of our powerlessness. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Or another one that says, if we keep doing the things we've always done, we'll continue to get the things we've always got. And that's kind of the essence of an addiction, is that we look for relief that never really delivers, but the hype is always there. And boy, are we addicted to hype. So came to believe is a faith statement, which means, Scripture talks about first comes the natural, then comes the spiritual. Well, we're being touched by grace. I was blind, but now I see, or some people refer to it as the gift of understanding. The heart has reasons, reasoning doesn't understand. But to have an awakening then, and to have this gift of faith given to us, could restore us to sanity, means we've got some more steps to work, another 10 steps. They're really principles to live by that help us to start, living our life for the purpose of which we were created. Why are we here? What's life all about? We're all going to die. Oh my heavens, Those are things that we don't really want to think about because we're too busy living. We're so externally focused on the outside world that we don't really understand. Man sees our actions, but God sees our motive. And so if our motive is selfishness, we're going to continue to get the things we've always got. But if our motive is to seek first what God would have us do with our life, if there's a God and we realize we've been touched, God is not only with us, God is for us. Wow. My sponsor used to say, you can never see God out of the windshield, but you can always see him out of the rear view mirror. And boy, that is so true. When I look back of when I gave God a chance, when I just, patience is a virtue, and waited upon the Lord to not react and let my selfishness kick in, I was able to see things differently and realize that grace is real, and it opens our hearts to have eyes that see for the first time that what's important. And so when we trust in the Lord with thy whole heart and not thy own understanding, change can happen. Well, God bless you, everybody. Thank you for watching. We'll be back with more then on step number 2. Take care.